They've created a fake God energy. They've created a fake Christ energy. And it's basically, it has the whole world under a spell, under a sleep. The whole world is under a spell, under a sleep. Okay? The Antichrist has been in front of you the whole time. They always talk about the Antichrist is gonna come back. No. The Antichrist has been here. Y'all gotta ask yourself, okay, they say, how do they explain hell to you in the Bible? Let's talk about some things in the Bible. How do they explain hell to you in the Bible? They say all who, in the last day, if you ain't done right, you gonna go to hell. They say hell, you basically suffer there, you cry there, you get tormented there, you go through depression there, you face all your worst dreams, all the worst stuff you done to people, you face all this shit, all this bad stuff. Well, let me ask y'all something. Have y'all heard of, don't you experience pain? Don't we experience pain and stuff down here on earth? Don't we experience grief and heartache and suffer and torture and torment down here on earth? Don't we all go through that right down here? It's like, damn, we gotta wait to get to hell to get there, then hell ain't shit. Cause I mean, even though we go through that stuff here, people still live and do all this shit. We ain't all hollering, oh, it's so hot, oh my God, we burn out, help us. Like, we go through this shit, but like, we still moving around and shit, like so if this hell and this ain't shit, nigga, take me to hell, nigga, fuck you, man. You see what I'm saying? Let's ask the question, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? They explain hell to you in the Bible. Y'all heard what the definition of hell was. Now ask yourself, do I go through that same shit right now? We have good days, and then there's days where we go through all that shit. All those things they said happen to hell, that shit that happened to everybody on this planet once before. Matter of fact, 10 times over. Everybody has went through those things: depression, pain, grief, sorrow. Everybody has went through all that stuff they say happened to hell at least 10 times. At least 10 times. Every being that ever been on this planet that lived and died and gone, they didn't experience that. Let me ask y'all something. Y'all ever heard of the term hell on earth? You ever heard the song, Heaven is a Place on Earth? I'm gonna get to that later. But have y'all heard the saying, hell on earth? Man, it's hell on earth, man. Y'all ever heard the term hell on earth? Well, why do you think they say that? That's not just a terminology. That's not just a saying. See, all these sayings people be saying is just saying. Y'all don't understand that these things aren't just sayings. And these so-called sayings that be put out, they get put out from the government. All the stuff that trend and go popular and all the certain sayings that people just start saying. Every new generation, there's a new saying. There's a new thing people say. How do you think those come to play? Who you think put that out there? That is programmed and given to you by this government, by this AI matrix system. It's always evolving, always keeping up something new, always keeping the people dumbed down and programmed and in the matrix. It always coming with something new. Every generation, you know what I'm saying? You got a new dance. Nigga, who you think put that dance out to make that dance popular? Y'all got to think about it. Y'all just see the people, all y'all just see is the remnants of what come after that source person has put that program out. All y'all just see is the TikTok videos and the people dancing and everybody just start popping up and saying it. That's all you know. But you don't, you got to think about who did this actually come from? Like who the very first person that said this right here? This ain't everybody. Who is I ain't talking about, my sister started saying that first. No, you just know of your sister that said that first. You just know of that because that's the only person you heard say it. So you don't know for a true, undeniable fact that that's the source of the person that it came from. You understand? And that's what y'all don't understand. This thing come from really one source person. And y'all, and I'm telling y'all who it is. Oh yeah, these things get crazy. You know what I'm saying? So ask yourself, we go through hell on earth right now. That's because this is hell. This is hell. And it's something else too. I'm gonna tell y'all that in a minute. This is hell, but this is something else too. This is hell for right now. It has been conditioned as hell. This is hell right now. Purgatory. What they call it in Greek mythology, Tartarus. Where they sent the Titans to, the primordial beings who came before the gods. That's us. That's us. We the primordial. The gods are our children. It's not even fit to call us gods. We are primordial beings. We are primordial deities. We came even before the gods. The gods are our children. All these fake gods that people worship in religion, they got one for Christianity, the God for Christianity. They got a God for Chinese. They got a God for African mythology. They got a God for Norse mythology. All these different gods, see, but this the thing. Those are lesser beings. All them beings you see in all them mythology, all these so-called great beings, Vishnu, Vishnu, and all these Hindu gods, and Shiva, and all these gods, Zeus, Anubis, Ra, all these beings that so-called gods in all these Greek mythology, these are lesser beings. These are the so-called gods y'all serve, but they're lesser beings to us. These are the gods they gave you to serve, but they're gods. They're not primordial beings. Primordial beings, yeah. See, they got y'all thinking gods is these the big all supreme beings and that's not true at all. Cause they got y'all away from source and primordial. Primordials come before even creation itself. Before there was anything, there was darkness. That's primordial chaos. The ethers. Y'all hear me? This is what this is. This so-called darkness in our skin, that is carbon. That's primordial substance. That's chaos. That's dark matter. Your body, do you understand who you are? Look up what carbon is. Look up your DNA. Look up your genetics. It'll tell y'all. Hell, scientists studied us under telescopes. They know that our DNA is totally different from theirs, but they under clauses and contracts. They don't want to lose their life. They don't want to lose their livelihoods. So they keep it under wrap. Don't say nothing. But they know though. They know though who we are though. They know though. They will never say it though. That's the thing. They will never say it. This is what y'all gotta understand. And let's talk about something else. So we understand now that the so-called hell they say we gotta wait to, we already live in it. So we got through that. Now let's talk about something else. They also said something else in the Bible. They said Jesus walked on water. They said Jesus walked on water. So he did something so miraculous. This white Jesus in the so-called Bible did something so miraculous, right? Okay. Listen, let me show y'all how they got y'all under a spell so bad, so severe. Because they got you to the point where you can't even use basic reasoning. You have lost all reasoning. You are on what they had called logic. Logic is man-made. Logic basically says the way something was, the way someone says something is, that's the way it is, and it can never be nothing else. Even if I see for a fact that it's something else, I'm gonna tell myself I'm lying. I'm gonna just totally dismiss it from my brain, and I'm gonna trick myself into not believing myself, cause you so under the spell. You see what I'm saying? Let's talk about it. So they say Jesus walked on water, right? Jesus walked on water. That was so miraculous, right? They said, oh my, look, he's walking on water. Oh my, he must be the Son of God. Oh my. Okay. So look, let me show y'all something. Right now, if y'all see me and I walk across the street, right? I walk across the street, right? I'm walking on the street, right? Y'all would say I'm walking on the street, right? If y'all see me and I walk across the street, right? I'm walking on the street, right? I'm walking on the street, right? Okay. Now, if I take a cup of water and I pour it in front of me and I walk across the street, I'm walking on the street, right? But I just pour water on the street too that I'm walking on. Didn't I just walk on water? Nah, for real though. Think about it. Didn't I just walk on water? No, fuck that. Did not just walk on water? No. Literally, think about it. I'm walking on the street. I'm not walking on the grass. I'm not walking on the carpet. I'm walking on the street. To walk across the street, I have to walk on the street. First, I gotta step on the street. Then I gotta start walking on the street and walk and to get across the street. I pour some water out in front of me. Didn't I just walked on the street? I walked on the street. I walked across the street to get across the street. Didn't I just walk on water then? Didn't I just walk on water? They said he fed 10 people with 2 loaves of bread. Or something like that. 100 people, 50 people, however they said it. But it was basically some so outrageous it would be impossible to do. So they said, oh my God, he fed 100 people with 2 loaves of bread. He fed 100 people with 2 loaves of bread. Okay, let's debunk that myth then. Y'all seen the supper of Jesus, right? Y'all seen the picture. It couldn't have been no more than 10 people, 20 people. Let's just say that. 10 people, maybe. He fed 10 people with 2 loaves of bread, or 5 loaves of bread. Okay, don't you know that's because 5 other people didn't eat. Half of the people didn't even eat the bread. They ain't even want the bread. He fed 50 people he fed 10 people with 5 loaves of bread. Oh my God, that's such a trick. But look, that's what I'm saying. What is a trick? What is a magic trick? Let's ask ourselves, what is a magic trick? Oh my God, Jesus, he did a trick. Oh my God, look, he's the Son of God. He has magic powers. What is magic? Magic is an illusion, right? A spell, an illusion. That's what magic is. Okay. So, if David Blaine could make a person disappear into thin air, but we know for a fact that he did some kind of trickery illusion, but the crowd still be wild, you know what I'm saying? They still be wild for no reason. Why would we not look at it like, damn, okay, let's look at Jesus, that so-called Jesus, as a magician, as David Blaine. Let's look at him as David Blaine himself. If David Blaine Jesus, let's call him David Blaine Jesus. If David Blaine Jesus hopped up on stage and did that same thing, y'all would have it in y'all mind like, oh damn, look, Jesus, he did a dope trick, but y'all know whole time it's a illusion. Everybody know when magicians get up on stage and do like little tricks, it's an illusion. But everybody it still look good because we don't know how he did it, but we know it's an illusion. Let's look at Jesus like that. Damn, he get up on stage, he feed 10 people with 5 loaves of bread. We like, damn, how you did? Okay, that was dope. But the whole time we know it's fake though. We know you did something. It looked good because damn, you made it look good on stage, but we know it's an illusion somewhere. We just don't know how you did it. Bro, that's because 5 people didn't eat. Listen to what they said. Jesus fed 10 people with 5 loaves of bread. But that's all y'all heard. That's all y'all saw. Oh my God, y'all just took that face value. Okay, oh my God, yeah, that's what happened. But y'all didn't go to further thinking. See, that's what reasoning is. See, when 99% of the mass get told something, they say they get told it, they receive it, and they say, okay, yeah, all right, well, yeah, that's what it is, all right. But reasoning, that's because you using logic. The only reason why you agree with it so fast and say, yeah, that's the truth. Whoa, yeah, that's right, yeah, the sky blue, hell yeah, everybody say sky blue, yeah. What's 2 plus 2, nigga? 4, nigga, yeah, nigga, it's 4. You will be so quick to agree with the fact of, with the truth and reality of what something is, because you agree with them, because y'all both using logic. Ain't nobody using reasoning. Reasoning is receiving and saying, okay, but hold up. He said that. Okay, and I can see why he said that. But then that and those. And then those and them. Wait, I see why he said that and that. Because those and them are with that and that. And they go over there with them and them, and they don't like him this and that. So that's why he said this and that. He just trying to see. That's what reasoning is. That's what reasoning do. Because when you use reasoning, you basically can see past the illusion. Your mind basically sees past. It can't be put in a trap. It can't be manipulated. It can't be put under a spell. It can't be deceived. It can't be under the illusion. It don't believe everything it see with this. See, these 2 eyes are to look, but this one is to see. This third eye is to see. In the Bible, they said, let those with ears hear. They wasn't talking about literal ears, physical ears. They talking about let those that truly can understand what's the truth about everything, let them know then. They basically like, if those people know, then that's all who need to know. Because basically, if you don't know, then that basically means it ain't for you. You're not supposed to know then. You just ain't privileged then like that. But if you know, they basically saying, let those with ears hear. So they basically saying, if you already know this shit, then hey, you in here. You got the knowledge. You got the keys to the universe. You know what I'm saying? You one of the chosen. Let those with ears hear. Let those with eyes see. But notice they said, see, these 2 eyes are to look. Hey, come here, look at this. You come over there with your eyes and look. Hey, come over here and see this. See, when I say come over here and see this, I want you to look. I want you to look beyond what you're looking at. See, when you see, you able to look beyond what you're looking at. Y'all not hearing me? To see is to look beyond what you're looking at. If I'm sitting here looking at a phone, I'm looking also beyond the phone and through the phone. My hand and my phone look like it's just one. Look like it's just one right now. You see what I'm saying? To see is to look past what you're looking at. You understand? So they said, we didn't got past Jesus so-called walked on water. We got past him feeding 10 people with 5 loaves of bread. What else did Jesus do? What else did Jesus do? Oh yeah. They said he raised the dead. They said he raised the dead. He raised the dead. He raised the dead. Did y'all hear what he said? People that were once living he raised them. Like your mama will raise you. Like say if your stepmama has some children, right? And and one of her sons died. He used to be living. She raised him up to 22, and then he died at 22. She raised him, but he is now dead, right? He is now deceased, right? So let's look at it like that. Let's look at Jesus as that mama. I raised the dead. That basically is saying I've raised dead people before. People that were once living, but now they're dead. Now they're gone. I've raised them. I've raised them. You see what I'm saying? So Jesus raised the dead. Oh my God, Jesus. He must be the Son of God. He raised the dead before. He did only a handful of things that every person on the earth has done at least 10 times over before. Oh my God, he must be. He must be the Son of God. He raises the dead just like my mama has, my grandma has, her auntie has, your friend has, your cousin has, your auntie has, your uncle has, your auntie has. What you mean? An uncle and an auntie. Come on now. Then they said, what else did he do? Oh, he healed the blind. Oh. It never stopped. It never stops. He healed the blind. Look, these tricks, all these so-called acts I'm doing, tricks I'm doing, look at him as David Blaine. He raised the dead. I've seen David Blaine do things like, I've seen magicians do things like actually cut off somebody's arms and shit, and they start bleeding out. I've seen magicians actually do really dangerous acts that people have died on, and then they just like magically get brought back. Y'all seen tricks like that, really dangerous tricks like that, where they've killed him or sliced his body in half. Y'all seen that one where they sliced his body in half. Niggas should be dead off that, right? Let's look at it in Jesus' time. If the era of Jesus was so called in, right? If somebody got their body sliced in half, and Jesus just magically, oh shit, now they got a whole body, they back to life, right? They dead after that. If you get your body sliced in half, you dead. So he bring them back to life. Oh my God, he must be the Son of God. But when David Blaine do it, we all in our heads still saying like, nah, we know that nigga is fake though, nigga. When Jesus did it, it was real, nigga. But when you do it, it's fake, nigga. Bro, are y'all kidding me? Y'all gotta be high. Y'all gotta be high. Y'all run around all these sober people, so-called everyday rational purpose, so-called the average person. Y'all high. Y'all under a spell, and y'all high. And I love y'all, but I had to tell y'all, because I want y'all to know the truth, and then because I want you to get out of the so-called truth and look beyond what you're looking at and get the real truth. They said he also gave sight to the blind. He gave sight to the blind. Okay. Now let's say David Blaine done that. Let's say David Blaine did that. Let's say David Blaine did that. He gave sight to the blind. Okay. And this dude that Jesus gave sight to the blind to, right? This dude Jesus gave sight when he gave sight to the blind. This dude who Jesus gave sight to the blind, right? He was born like that. He was born blind. Y'all see? He was born blind. And Jesus finally gave him sight. He was so happy. He was born blind because when he got his sight back, bro, he said the vision, it was so overwhelming, he had to close his eyes back because he ain't never seen before. So that's how you know he had it when he was born, even if they didn't say it in the Bible, Because if he grew up with his vision, it wouldn't be as overwhelming as it was. Cause like, nigga, I had sight before, nigga. This shouldn't be no thing, nigga. I just lost my, it ain't. It's been probably 10 years there, but yeah, I'm used to the sight. I've seen the sight before. I only ain't had it for 10 years, but I grew up with the sight though. Jesus just gave it back too. That's cool. I thought I was gonna be like this forever, but sure, I got the sight back. What? It's back on there, Papa Mary. Where you at, girl? Ah, I see with that red dress. Oh, you can see, Jesus. Oh my God. You can see. You see? You can see now. So yeah. But so he let's look at he gave sight to the blind, right? He gave sight to the blind. Okay. Let's look at it like that. He gave sight to the blind. People who grow up blind, don't y'all know they already adapt? Y'all seen blind people in the world before. Y'all seen blind people. Don't they already know how to move around? Just like a person who was born with sight, they already adapted to how to move around and do everything they do with eyes. So when you born blind, you adapt the same way, but you just adapt in a way like where you can still function just as proficient as with like you got eyes. You see what I'm saying? Blind people, they basically develop something in their body. If you born blind, they basically develop something in their body to where they still as proficient as people that have eyes and can see. You see? Y'all seen blind people in the world before. Don't they move around? You like, damn, nigga. I seen blind people get on the bus. I be like, damn. Think about where he been. He probably done crossed the street by himself, walked to stores by himself. They be getting on the bus sitting down by their shit. Be like, damn, like, how you blind, but and you can see what you doing though? Like, that's crazy. Feel what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. That's because they and it's like they doing it effortlessly. Like, they ain't making no mistake. They confident that they ain't looking weird like they gonna fall or shaking. Like they confident. They got their little stick, nigga. They go over there, nigga. Oh, yep, that's the seat. Oh, yep, sit down, nigga. That's cause they really proficient with it. Like, just how you got eyes, they got them too, but not like these. But they just as good as these ones. See what I'm saying? So it's like y'all already seen blind people like that. So when they said Jesus gave sight to the blind, and then the man started walking around, he could see and move everywhere and stuff. Bro, he could already do that. He could already do that. He said, oh, dang, now you can see. They was basically talking about some shit like, dang, now he can see what kind of bread it is. Bro, blind people already have certain senses in their hand to where they can, just how you can see a color bread, they got certain senses in their body to where now they was born with it to where they could feel around, still see what color and what they looking at. Jesus gave sight to the blind, now he can see and touch it. He know what the bread is on, he can move around and not stuff. Bro, he can already do that. Hell, if that's the case, nigga, Jesus gave sight to a lot of blind people that I see walking around today. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got to talk about these things. We got to ask each other these things. You know what I'm saying? The spell go deep. The spell go deep. It go weird. It go deep. He gave sight to the blind. Oh my God, he must be the Son of God. He must be. He gave sight to Joseph. I just seen Joseph yesterday. He hopped on the bus. I seen him with his little thing. He was with his eyes closed, but you know what I'm saying? And then my bro Carmo, he blind too, but you know what I'm saying? Carmo will beat your ass though. Carmo blind, but Carmo, you know what I'm saying? How you get here, And then my boy Christo, he came to my house yesterday. I was wondering how he got here. I said, Christo, how you get here? He said, I walked. I said, you walked all the way from your house? He said, yeah. Christo, you know you gotta walk across the highway. You gotta walk down the street, up the block. Christo, you could have got hit by a countless cars, Christo. And you know we just as proficient. That's why you can see a blind person walk around so good and so easily, like he can see. You be looking at if you really look at a blind person, like, damn. You look at them and be like, damn, are they actually really blind? No, they not. They blind. They blind in a way you feel like they blind because they don't have these. But they see just as good as you, nigga. Yes, nigga. They know if you about to hit them, nigga. They know if you finna give them a hug, nigga. They know if you gonna be nice, nigga. They so proficient to where you can go to do this and hug them, and they won't even tense or flex. They won't even tense or flex. See, because a person with eyes will see that you just playing like you finna hug him, like. But he can see that too. He won't even tense or flex, and then he'll know if you were finna like and hug him, and he'll move out the way. He'll show like, oh, he's like step back. That's how proficient they is. Like they can see, nigga. They just don't got these, nigga. Come on, man. Jesus, David Blaine, Jesus, David Blaine, whatever you want to be called. Stop telling these people that you doing magic tricks that everyday people do all these same things you did, bro. Stop it. Stop. Y'all know y'all read poems back in the day with Juliet and Beethoven and all this shit, where they used to write plays in the 1800s, 1600s, and 1700s. When they used to write plays, that's when they used to have the nigga, the freaking curtain dress, nigga. They used to have the hot top old wigs, nigga. They used to have the, you know what I'm saying, the real old shit. You know what I'm saying, the 1700 shit, antique shit. You know what I'm saying? They used to have that shit. They used to write plays like, they used to write plays and even talk like that. Thus wist, where has thus goeth, brother? Like how Thor be talking and shit like them Norse people. Thus where's me goeth, brother? This is not the time to argue amongst ourselves. Put thy family first and be gone with your treacherous ways. And they used to talk like that. That's how they talk in the Bible. Jesus said, goeth not into the temple of Moses, for there will be a giant snake in there, and it will be waiting to bite off with your head. You see what I'm saying? Thy will of God shall be done, and if he thy is not, then thy will be slain by thy sword and thy rod. Thy will be slain by thy sword and thy rod. Wow. So just if I don't say or admit that you is Jesus, like, or you like God, like you will do that, you sound like a bully. If you don't uphold my sins and carry out my word like I told you to, you gonna go to hell. I'm gonna send you to hell. What? All right, now let's put it into perspective. What if the president of the world said, got on national TV and broadcast to every TV in the world? I mean, they totally interrupt your station and everything. Can't nobody watch nothing on TV unless it's this. That's how they broadcast to every TV, and he say, every being on the planet Earth, if thy does not go to work for 365 days, no break off, for $1.75 an hour, everyone will be bomb rushed in their homes or wherever they are and be handcuffed and taken to Rikers Island. That's basically what God said. But God said y'all going to hell though. That's so-called even worse than Rikers Island. How they said it in there, how they spoke about how hell was in the Bible. That's so-called worse than Rikers Island. So let's look at it what if the president said that? Everybody be like, damn, this nigga, hold up, nigga, fuck them nigga, hold up, the president, evil nigga, what the fuck, hey, we gotta get our gun, nigga, this ain't happening, we dying today, nigga. You know what I'm saying? We die today, nigga. Bro, but if God said it's cool, well, hey, this is what it gotta be. And God is an awesome God, and he's a mighty God, and he loves us. And he said if we don't do it, then we're going to hell. And he loves us, so I know. And he's not evil. God is God. He loves us. So if we don't do it, it must be for our good. He must want us to get to heaven so bad then. He must want us to get to heaven really bad if he's threatening us with hell, guys. I'm tired of talking to people. Am I making sense? Am I making sense here? Did I expose a lot of things? I didn't try to expose a lot of. Yes, I did. I didn't want to say Jesus wasn't really white. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yeah, I did. I didn't want to say that the black woman is the most high God that they were talking about and not a man. Oh, yes, I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I didn't want to tell y'all that carbon was the basis of which all life is formed and that we are carbon beings and that they lied to you about everything. Yes, I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I meant everything I said. Yes, I did. My bad. Yeah, I did. I meant everything. So, y'all can think about that if y'all want to.